because as you were saying, last time I used them magicians, so I like to let's say put somebody else into the light. It's been, I think, about 2 or 3 hours since you are sitting down, so I would merge the opportunity and say, let's stand up a little bit, please, everybody. Please. And let's give a round of applause to this great talk. Thank you. Thank you so much for introducing me. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Surprise us, as always.
I will need the stick still. Okay, so thank you very much for entering this small game. I will try to not lose a lot of your time. Thank you for having me today. So my name is obviously Daniel Furnica. I say it's like the insecta every time. I don't know how many of you have been or have met me in other presentations. Not too many people. You should check my YouTube channel. I'm joking, I don't have a YouTube channel. So, I'm lucky to be part of a great team. I'm lucky to be part of Red Point Software Solutions. This is an entrepreneurial company. And we are also SAP Platinum Partner and member in the United Pass, which is the most important SAP Platinum Partner alliance around the globe, with presence in every country where SAP actually has presence. So I have 40 years of experience in this life as a human being. And I have 2 wonderful daughters. As Diana presented, not twins, but still, you can never do more.
You never know.
And something which is very precious to me, and it's really something which is like magic, I would say, for me. You can make the sound high, I can shout a lot much higher. Is the fact that I'm part of this wonderful team, and not only that I'm part of a wonderful team which is Red Point, but I'm part of a wonderful team which is SAP family, and I'm enjoying a lot of meeting you, our customers, and learning from my family, from our friends. This short video, which was running Coldplay, you didn't hear, was actually meant to open my session in Discovery Day. The tagline for this session was reinvent, and yeah, this was an opportunity for me, like every time, to meet great professionals. And today I want to talk to you about someone I met at this event, at SAP Discovery Day, and he inspired me a lot. And this person is Martin Vezovinsky, and you can see, I see a lot of ladies in this room. Very cool guy, right? Okay, not only he's a cool guy, like from the appearance, but he's really cool. You see, his title is Chief Futurist and Head of the Future Hub at SAP. Come on, you cannot beat that. Okay? So I was very interested to talk with the futurists behind a lot of what he's doing at SAP. You see, he has some good experience in SAP, Sony, Huawei. And yes, I spent the night until 3 o'clock in the morning with this guy. We were only drinking water, of course. And yeah, some of the things we discussed, of course, we discussed about the Berlin art stage. He lives in Berlin. We discussed about New York art, and of course about Andy Warhol. And that was an opportunity to enter another discussion about, I would say, Sex Pistols, for example. He's a punk player, he plays the guitar heavily. And mainly we talked about sources of inspiration, because every time I was trying to understand where does he get his sources of inspiration, he's behind many of the innovations of the products in SAP, so I wanted to learn from him. And one of the most important, I will need the sound to be high. I will need the sound to be high. Let's see, he's reading something, he's in meditation. So about sources of inspiration, we were talking and he was mentioning to me something which was dating 1966 as a main source of inspiration. Really, he said that one of his main sources of inspiration was dating 1966, the chief futurist of SAP. Yep. And that was it. I hope there is sound. High sound.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyagers of the Starship Enterprise. Its continuing mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has gone before.
Okay, I know that you thought I'm a young guy. Well, no. Do you know Star Trek? Who knows Star Trek? Who? Okay. Can I have from you some of the characters who are playing in Star Trek?
Captain Picard.
Captain Picard. Another one?
Data.
Data. Okay, so I will only include Captain Picard and Data into my presentation, okay? Okay. Good, so it's actually about him, right? Because today we are talking about artificial intelligence, and can anyone tell me who's the Data? Who's the Data? Please, can you help me? Can you tell me who is Data? Data is this guy. Data is this guy, and can you tell me who he is? Who's the character?
He's a robot.
He's kind of a robot. We will find out more about him in the next slide. But actually today it's all about, of course, AI in success factors. So, good. Let's hear this. For you to understand next video, it's important to know that this android, this robot, let's say, was implanted a chip to feel sensation, to have sensations. Okay? So.
Something new from Focus 30.
I believe this beverage has produced an emotional response. Really? What are you feeling? Because I've had little experience with emotion, I'm unable to articulate the sensation.
Emotion.
I'll explain later.
Oh, looks like he hates it.
Yes. Have you seen it? I hate this. Yeah, I think the chip is working.
Oh, yes.
I hate this. It is revolting.
More.
Please.
does yucky stuff with pleasure. Why not use it? Okay, so initially, before coming to this event in the morning, I thought I will run a live chat with the bot. It was not possible due to the fact that we could not have on the stage a laptop. So I immediately had some print screen. So I asked, I will translate, what are the resembling between data and from Star Trek and artificial intelligence component in SAP SuccessFactors? This is what I asked. And the response I got is written with 12, I don't know if you see it, but it's very detailed and it makes the comparison on some important areas. So they define the important areas amongst the following. The artificial origin. This is the chapter. Then, the impressive calculation capacity. Then, the understanding of the human behavior. Then, the effort to be more human. 5. The role within the team. And the conclusion is really interesting. So the conclusion is that data and also the artificial intelligence component in success factor are examples of advanced technologies which want to make a better experience for people and to facilitate better organizational processes. Sounds right? Let's see. Good, so coming back to my human behavior, these are my 2 little daughters. Part of my, let's say, batteries back home are the moments that I spend with them. And during this weekend, on Sunday, I watched together with them this movie. Surprisingly, I found out that this museum has a running act with this Wizard of Oz also. And I think you know the characters, right? And everybody was running to find the Wizard of Oz, right? And this guy over here was looking for a heart. That guy was looking for a brain. This one wanted courage. And Dorothy wanted to be closer to people, to her kind people at home. This is actually a photo I made while watching the movie. It was translated. You can find it on some broadcasting network. And I paused the movie and talked to my wife and told her about today's event because she didn't know that I need to come to Bucharest. So I found that it was the nicest moment to inform her. So I told her about the event and I told her, I might use this in the presentation, I said. But what's about the presentation? It's for HR people, I said. And I will be talking about artificial intelligence. And she said, okay, you know what you're doing. But for sure, I mean, these people are working with human intelligence. And I guess they're pretty allergic to artificial intelligence. I think, are you sure you want to talk about artificial intelligence to these people? I said, of course. You know what? This movie, The Wizard of Oz, was released in 1939. And the book that was built on was released in May 1900. And it is incorporating huge content about artificial intelligence. I would say that the humanization of artificial intelligence is one of our dreams, one of our transgenerational dreams, right? And I would say that dreams can be contagious, of course, but we are not allowed to have allergy to dreams. So I'm sure you should not be allergic to artificial intelligence, okay? Let's embrace it. Let's imagine we embrace it. It's contagious because it's a dream. Let's build further. Good. So, now is the moment when I need to communicate with the guy who is 3 rooms over there. I could go, or maybe I see the Mentimeter application appearing here. I will go. 1 second. Okay, that's it. I'm a human, I can do anything. So, if you kindly scan this code, let's talk a little bit. Actually, I will stay on the artificial intelligence. Okay, I hope we have 30, 35, 36. Okay. Super. If you want, you can also raise up in the meanwhile. Good. So, let's answer. Whatever goes through your mind. Whatever goes through your mind. It's okay. I will not know who is giving the answers. So the question is, what are the challenges currently in the work labor market? Salaries, inflation, pandemics, lack of competencies, retention, people not being so well prepared, too much paper, the new generation, this is scary, engagement, disruption, okay. Cool, so what I see is that we have a lot of challenges, right? A lot of challenges. Now, from the last row, you cannot read them because there are too many. Okay, and how do we respond to that? With the same people, right? Your departments enlarged a lot in the last 3-4 years. You have more colleagues to deal with so many challenges. No, you don't have. You have the same people, right? So, does AI trigger some worries towards you regarding the evolution of the labor market? So we have 20 people who are saying yes, 21. Okay. Can anyone share with us if they said yes to this question? That they have some worries? I will put you on the stage and get your shirt off. I will punish you. Okay, so do I have some courageous, some lion here with us? Yes? Diana? No? Please, please.
Yeah, in fact, I was choosing this way of expressing it as my thinking about legal constraints.
So it's about legal constraints, right? Okay?
Yeah, I think that.
No. Let's pick up. Yeah. Okay, thank you. So in fact, I was thinking about this type of legislation or complete legislation around artificial intelligence. While we are fast developing it and trying to implement it, I think we are in a hurry ahead of having the full framework to implement it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, technically speaking, and again in terms of benefits, yeah, I think it's a great solution, but we need to think about the full picture here.
Absolutely. Okay, so I didn't tell you in the beginning that I have this power that I can read minds. So I will tell you some of the other worries that you were thinking about. One of them, AI will steal our jobs. No? How do I know? Right. We are recruiting people, right? How will we recruit AI for the new jobs, for the old jobs? Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Should I go in front of the guy? Next, someone. Mai trebuie să puțin, Irina. Mulțumesc. I see empathy, heart, emotion, feelings, soul, discernment. Yeah. Guts, moral, intuition, hands, stress, deep understanding, connectivity, stress again, stress again, stress again. Love. Great. Let's go to the next one. People and AI, is it a battle or collaboration? Okay, let's jump to the other question. Let's jump to the other question. What are the processes that consume most of your time professionally? Responses. So we have a good dictionary. Îți face pen, paperwork, cititul, admin, Excel, IT, analytics, pontaje, repetitive admin ones, data processing, and so on. Let's go to the next. A lot of things are wasting your time. Do you think that the work from home trend raises some problems in the labor market? If yes, what are those? No, yes, no, yes. Kada, low engagement. Loneliness. Yes and no, yes and no. Isolation. Not in IT. Onboarding. Legislation, culture, burnout, teamwork. Yeah, good. Please remember this question, okay? Please remember this question. And also please remember the fact that anything I say here on the stage is only my perception, okay? What are the most important qualities that you have like a professional person? Patience, empathy, vision, diplomacy, empathy, patience, you see it's in the middle, vision, rabbdare, creativity, team player, trust, creativity again, loyalty, team player again, vision, and so on. Next question. Do you think we are not very far from reaching our dream to humanize artificial intelligence? Next question. So, I saw some important qualities that you said about yourself as a professional, and the most important were empathy, teamwork, heart, creativity. Good. I asked you if working from home has some impact on our professional impact, and the most of you said no. And now I see here that you're saying yes. Let's go back to the presentation, the main presentation now. It will stop in very few minutes. I'm waiting for the presentation. Okay. So I need back. I need better. Good. So the invitation for me towards you is to embrace AI, clearly, because actually technology and AI are an opportunity for us to become more human, to get to lose the things that are dehumanizing us, because more and more we are getting dehumanized. We as humans are getting dehumanized, and our dream is to humanize AI. This is some kind of an issue. And I might say that my core reaction, because we at Redpoint have a great team for implementing the SAP solutions, approach me and let's do a project together. And I will ask you, not on Menti, I will ask you how do you feel about that? And I will tell you that I asked the same question. Actually, Picard asked the same question to data.
I believe I'm feeling anxiety. Just an intriguing sensation. Almost distracting.
I'm sure it's a fascinating experience, but perhaps you should deactivate your emotion chip for now.
Good idea, sir. Done.
Data, there are times that I envy you.
At times, I envy artificial intelligence.